Good morning. Thank you for being on time. I really appreciate both of you, Megrifa and Malak. And then so sorry because we cannot find time yesterday. You have a class. I had also several activities and also classes. That's why we have the last meeting in this holiday. Yeah, actually to for preparing New Year. So sorry for it, but it's okay. This be quick because in our plan we are going to do review and also discussion. Yeah, so I will review for a while, and if you have a question, please ask me, and I will also share a bit about the final examinations later on. Okay, first, uh, in our final examination, we are going to discuss an essay. Yeah, essay. It will be open for 24 hours. So please look at the SIA schedule. Ya, lihat jadwalnya. Look at the SIA schedule. Then on that date, I will open the assignment for 24 hours. Then the duration you can send sorry, you can send the answer in that 24 hours. Yeah, so please make sure that you prepare the material well. The material is about our meeting after mid-exam. Do you remember? We are going started with semantic. Yeah, then pragmatic. Then after that, we have psycholinguistic, sociolinguistic. Then the last material, we had uh, language learning versus language acquisition. Please mind about that. The number will be just 5, but it is easy, yeah. So please prepare it well. And the biggest point, the biggest score in that essay is about psycholinguistic. I will ask Megrifa and Malak, yeah. Have you done watching the movie on the psycholinguistic materials? Sudah nonton filmnya belum? Have you watched the movie?
Not yet.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
not yet, yeah.
Sorry.
Please watch that movie. Please browse. The title is about Tara Zamenpar, yeah, like Star on Earth. Why I suggest you to watch it? Because whatever is it, it is the previous assignment that, but it will appear on the final examination, and the score is 45 points. Wow, almost a half, right? Because you need to analyze about the linguistic case in that movie. Yeah, you can find it in YouTube or another website or portal web. Yeah. Uh, if you do it on the D-Day, it will be wasting time, right? Because you need to do an essay. But if you watch it previously or during this holiday for about 2 hours, yeah, you can enjoy the movie, having a refreshment, and then preparing the final exam. Yeah, I will upload this recording too in the e-learning. So those who do not appear or do not present in this meeting can also watch my explanation. Yeah. Okay, then because that's about dyslexia. Dyslexia is one of the language disorder. Yeah, we have barrier in learning something through our what disability. Yeah, but as a teacher, you need to know how to solve it. Nah, intinya itu. We have a language learner that have disability named dyslexia, then that's the case. How the people treat, it means the teacher treat them. Okay, welcome Mbak Khairunisa. We have done the class for 10 minutes, yeah, but it's okay. Thank you for joining the class. Okay, then we will have a review started from semantic, yeah. Semantic and pragmatic. Do you know what are the differences between semantic and pragmatic? Mumpung di sini sebelum teman-teman menghadapi UAS ya, you can ask. about semantic and pragmatic first. Semantic and pragmatic, what are the differences? If you know about sentence meaning, ya, and utterance meaning. Nah, besok dicari itu sentence meaning and utterance meaning, what are they? Dua-duanya tentang apa? About meaning, tentang makna. Tapi apa bedanya? What are the differences? If semantic, kemarin dalam material, in the previous materials, it's about a tool, ya, tools that we use. We have many tools. We have many meaning in one word. But pragmatics, if we are going to discuss about pragmatics, is the study of speaker meaning, contextual meaning. How more gets communicated than is said. Nah, that's the pragmatics. For example, yeah, I have a sentence. I am thirsty. What does it mean? Nah, if in semantic, we have tools, we have many meanings, right? But we are not sure which one is it. Oh, I'm thirsty. Statement, right? Is it statement? Yes, I am thirsty. That semantically refers to having statement. But in the context, in the specific context, for example, there is a girlfriend and boyfriend just having the relationship in a week or in a day or in a 2 days, yeah. And then the girlfriend said to boyfriend, I'm thirsty. It is not just statement. The boyfriend will not just keep silent. If he is aware about the situation, what he is going to do? Pak Hesti, what is he going to do for the boyfriend? Or Mbak Khairunisa? You are already on?
Give answering.
Great. Ya, itu namanya peka. Biasanya hubungan yang tidak langgeng itu kan karena ada yang nggak peka misalnya. That's the pragmatic point. That's not question, that's not order, or that's not request. The girlfriend will not say, can you give me, can you buy me a drink, can you buy me mineral water? No, but the boyfriend knows. The boyfriend knows. That's why it is semantic and pragmatic. Pragmatic having a meaning beyond of it, beyond of it. And speakers meaning. Kenapa speakers? Karena ada satu kata, satu kalimat kalau diucapkan oleh beda orang atau sama orangnya tapi beda waktu itu sudah berbeda, ya. That's about pragmatics and semantic. Before we are going to move into another topics or from our review, do you have a question about semantic and pragmatic? In pragmatic itu kemarin ada ini ya, list speech act, ya, about speech act. Then we have, for example, in the speech act we have, kemarin ingat nggak, illocutionary, locutionary, and perlocutionary act, ya. Please study that. Itu saya beri clue, itu keluar di ujian salah satu, tapi tidak hanya definisi ya, tapi dalam konteks. Ya. So please study about speech act. Dan semantic of course, makna tadi ya. Okay. Then after speech act, semantic and pragmatic, we are going to move into psycholinguistic. Tadi sudah dijelaskan di awal ya. In the biggest point in the final examination is about psycholinguistic ya. Soalnya sudah saya share ini, maksudnya clue-nya. It's about the movie of Tara Zaminpar. Once again, please watch it. Saya yakin ada beberapa yang belum melihat. Because you need time. Please watch before the D-Day. Then you can answer the several questions related to the movie on the D-Day. Yeah, psycholinguistic. How we relate language with psychology. Yeah. Okay. In psycholinguistic, in the assignment we have Megard effect experience. Sudah melihat kemarin Megard effect yang saya upload videonya? Have you watched it? Mbak Fauzia, ini yang sudah on, Mbak Fauzia. Have you watched the video about Megard effect? Atau Mbak Novi? Atau yang lainnya? Nanti dilihat loh ya, karena ini sudah materi yang kemarin-kemarin. Oke, Megard effect ada 2 video yang saya berikan. There are 2 videos that I give to you. One is the same picture, the same person. You need to watch and hear with the open eyes, kan? Satu instruksinya open eyes. The sound will be ba 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 ba. Satunya fa 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 fa. Tapi the way you watch will be different. The first, please open your eyes and hear. Then the second way, please close your eyes and hear. Nah, there are 2 different perception. Yeah, in the first way, when you open your eyes, the sound will be same. Soundnya akan sama. Karena apa? Karena secara psycholinguistic, in our mind, our visual matter. Penglihatan kita itu berpengaruh ke apa yang kita tangkap. Our visual matters what we have received. Wait for a minute. Yeah, so that's the problem. But if we close our eyes, we can differ. Karena itu experience-nya itu di dubbing. Jadi kata-katanya tetap kata-katanya itu sebenarnya beda. Fa, fa, and ba, ba. The sounds are different, but the videos show the same visual. Okay, that's about psycholinguistic. This is your homework if you don't watch the video. Okay. Then about sociolinguistic. Do you remember about the sociolinguistic case? Sociology and linguistic. How we, yeah. What is sociolinguistic? The relationship between language and society. How does society affect the ways people speak? Paham? How does society? Bagaimana lingkungan sekitar, masyarakat dan sebagainya, ya, affects the way of people speak. That's why we have social factor can account for sociolinguistic. For example, when you use English or bahasa maybe differently when you talk to me or when you talk to your friends or when you talk to your parents, that's sociolinguistic. When you have a friends in surround you come from several places in Indonesia, they have different accent, whether the same language. They speak one bahasa Indonesia, but they have different accent. That's sociolinguistic. That's why pertemuan pertama dulu pernah ada videonya ya. When we are as a language teacher especially or language learner, we will see language into 2 approach, 2 pendekatan kan? Prescriptivism and descriptivism. Prescriptivism itu melihat bahasa, see language in a strict way because language have a rule govern. Yeah, language have a rule. But we know the context, we know the society, that's descriptivism. Contoh, for example, in a journal, ini dalam jurnal ya, in the United States, in several states, karena United States have consists of several states. In several states, we pronounce bahasa Inggrisnya mobil apa ya? Saya akan tanya ke yang Mbak yang baru datang, Mbak Indri. Kalau mobil itu bahasa Inggrisnya apa?
Car.
Sekali lagi yang keras. Can you repeat once again? Louder. Mbak Indri. Oke, car atau car ya. As a teacher, we cannot blame someone who said car. Yeah. Or in United States, in that journal even. Because what? Because that's social status or accent. Nah, ada dua faktor itu di sana. In several states, if someone pronounce car, that's correct, appropriate, and show high social status. And then if someone spells car, yeah, car with intrusive R, with non-intrusive R, it's so low social status. And it's in vice versa in different states. Nah, kebalikannya juga di beberapa negara bagian lain. Jadi dua-duanya berterima. Both of them are correct. There is no wrong in that pronunciation, ya. Just formal and informal. Nah, sebagai pengajar kita harus tahu formal and informal. Formal, it's stated in the dictionary, ya, in Cambridge, Oxford, something like that. Ya. Why certain word is formal, why certain word is informal? Karena ada kesepakatan dahulunya. Ya, itu dalam linguistik seperti itu. Jadi kita harus melihat sosial karena tidak in bahasa ya. Oh, ada melek di sini. In bahasa we cannot no, in English ya, we cannot judge that this language is wrong, this language is good. No, we cannot do that as a yeah, remember. We cannot say that this is better. No, all are equal. It's just the matter of appropriate, inappropriate. It's just a matter of what is it? Formal or informal, yeah. Okay. Why car is acceptable? Because when we see the capital city, nah ini teori dalam linguistik. Power is matter. Power is about what that? For example, in Jakarta misalnya dalam bahasa Indonesia ya Melek and other students, ya mau kemana? Ya, where are you going? Mau kemana? Nah, mungkin di beberapa daerah ada mau kemana kamu? Kemana misalnya. Nah, why kemana and kemana? That's all correct, but just appropriate in the certain places and inappropriate in different places. That's accent. Nah, kenapa yang dipakai yang kemana? Karena ibu kotanya adalah di Jakarta. Yang dipakai adalah kebanyakan mayoritas, mostly it's about a language that surrounded the power. Nah, itu di Amerika juga sama. Kenapa car kebanyakan that so high social status in North states? Yeah, if you see and remember about Civil War, yeah, do you remember or do you know about Civil War in United States? If we learn about the history, karena banyak muncul di TOEFL mungkin ya. Ya. Okay, so sorry for the disturbing. It's because the North win or at that time won the Civil War. That's why the capital city is in Washington D.C. and then the languages that influence the formal dictionary ya, mostly in the North accent. Sama di Indonesia itu kebanyakan di Indonesia bagian barat, jadi dan bahasa-bahasanya yang that influence ya the Melayu rendah itu adalah aksen-aksen bahasa yang di dan lain-lain. That's about sociolinguistic. Then the last we have language learning versus language acquisition. Mungkin ada yang mau menyampaikan apa bedanya? Terakhir ini. Ya, I will wait. Can use differ language learning versus language acquisition? Learning itu formal atau ya Mbak Novi?
That is different because when we learning we do it. Kita melakukannya secara sengaja. Betul. Dan kalau acquisition tidak sengaja.
Nah, sudah itu poinnya. That's correct, Mbak Novi. Learning is conscious. Nah, sadar. Acquisition is unconscious. Itu dan lain-lain ya, banyak sekali formal, informal dan lain-lainnya. Tapi di Indonesia kan ada first language, ya mother tongue. Misalnya saya, my mother tongue is Javanese because at that time when I was childhood, my parents, my surroundings, my family spoke Javanese. Then my second language is bahasa Indonesia. Then my foreign language is English. Yeah, that's why English is in Indonesia is still EFL, not ESL. What Mbak Novi said is correct. Yeah, conscious if we do learning, unconscious if we do acquisition, because like a baby, ya. Pelajari lagi language acquisition when it started in baby, infant, toddler, child. Yeah, you should know it. Then, nah ini in our modern approach in learning language. Language learning adapt language acquisition. Paham? Karena language acquisition itu pemerolehan bahasa. Kalau dalam bahasa Indonesianya. In bahasa Malak ya, and others. Language acquisition is pemerolehan bahasa. Jadi belajar bahasa yang baik itu dengan pemerolehan sebenarnya. Jadi mengapa so many language learning adapt the language acquisition. Ya. Okay. We can compare or insert in a certain research or in some experiences. One study a dictionary, satu itu belajar kamus satu halaman, terus gitu satu halaman, diingat-ingat terus, like doing drilling in one pages of dictionary. And the other one learning by context, watching movie, doing a task, assignment or something like that, reading article, novel. Which one better? Which one mostly kept in our long-term memory? The one who learn contextually. Nah, itulah acquisition. Yang belajar tidak sadar dengan mendengarkan musik, dengan membaca sesuatu, tidak hanya dengan drilling. Nah, in drilling, for example, in next week, we forgot certain words. But if we do learning by unconsciously in adapting the language acquisition, we can get a better understanding. Nah, itu. Okay, that's my review. In the beginning of this meeting, I was in the middle. I share a bit about the final examination clue ya. What happened, Mbak Fauzia? Ya, UASnya sudah saya share clue-cluenya. Ada yang mau ditanyakan? Now it's a time for having discussion. The final examination will be essay ya. Essay, I will explain once again in bahasa as a closing ya. Essay ada 5 nomor ya. Materinya bisa tentang semantik atau pragmatik, psikolinguistik, sosio. Satunya tentang ini. Language acquisition itu sebenarnya masuk ke psikolinguistik ya. Jadi misalnya teman-teman what is slang, what is register, what is speech act, ya, what is semantic, what is pragmatic. Nah, yang paling besar adalah psikolinguistik yang baru datang. Tolong melihat movie-nya Tara Zamenhof, Like Star on Earth, karena 45% di situ pertanyaannya tentang itu, 45 poin ya. Oke. Dan besok saat hari H saya buka 24 jam, teman-teman mengerjakan essay dan dikumpulkan di situ. Oke? Any question so far? Because I said it will be short because this is still review, and then I offer question if you have any to our discussion. Because once again, this is holiday, so sorry for interrupting in your holiday. I think it is your morning breakfast, yeah, like what I've said before. Any questions?
Not yet.
Okay, not yet. The other one? How about others?
Not yet.
Okay, thank you ya. I already capture this attendance list. Jadi teman-teman yang hadir di sini, terima kasih. Besok saya biasanya itu sinkronisasinya terakhir-terakhir ya, yang mengerjakan merespon di assignment itu. Kalau yang belum silahkan respon sekarang, yang hanya tugasnya hanya oke atau yes itu loh. Itu tolong direspon sekarang, nanti sekitar habis liburan ini di akhir ini saya rekap ya. I will make kind of synchronization from e-learning through SIA ya. Oke, tapi kalau tugas kan sudah terlambat. Tapi kalau hanya just respond yes or no to replace the meeting, nah itu please respond yes or okay. Okay, thank you very much. If there is no other questions, have enjoy your weekend and then happy learning. Yeah, after this, please be prepared for your final examination. Thank you. You can leave the class. Thank you very much for having the review. Terima kasih ya. Goodbye.
Sir.
Ya.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, Mbak Galuh.